Our dear assistant Yaana. Souls under siege. Yaana's face lights up at the sight of you. Hey Rain, you're just the person I wanted to see. Cruiserweight matches have yet to begin, but Neyuni and I have made some breakthroughs in our research about psychonekrosis. Come inside, we'll tell you what we've learned. Knowledge is power. It's good to see you, Rain. As you may have heard, we've managed to dig up a lead regarding psychonekrosis. Before diving into the details, perhaps a refresher is in order. It's a rather complicated affair, after all. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before our sister Eutrope challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a means to cure psychonekrosis. The onus appears to afflict those who use feral souls to an excessive degree, those such as Arcadion fighters. We learned from Eutrope that the immortalized, who we thought lived in luxury in the upper levels, are actually dead, taken by the disease. Since that revelation, we've looked for alternate ways to cure psychonekrosis, and we finally have some news to share. It's all thanks to Neyuni. Like Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. She's learned to do all sorts of things from tinkering on her own. Oh Yaana, don't give him the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for her discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core systems for information on souls, you see. Unsurprisingly, I failed. What's more, an Oblivion member who was monitoring unauthorized access found me. She took me to task, scolding me to never again do something so reckless. When I explained our predicament, however, she kindly shared research data Oblivion had acquired from Origenics. The data was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely, that the military was well aware of psychonekrosis, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they had developed a method to identify the presence of the affliction. This brings us to our next move. Now that we're privy to this method, we feel that we should use it to diagnose other fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. Indeed, it isn't right to leave them ignorant. It would be risky to alert them. Yes, very. That's why we came to you before taking action. As Metam warned us, the President doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He'd be extremely unimpressed if we revealed the secret to those who've yet to fight. To those you've yet to fight, and cause their withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the President's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting in his crosshairs for as long as we can. That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested. As they're barred from fighting for a time, it wouldn't have an immediate impact on the championship. They are still risks, however. Every time our fellow fighters use a feral soul, they bring themselves closer to psychonekrosis, including in a match against you. Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what the illness has done to Eutrope, it feels nothing less than personal. Last time I probably pronounced it Eutrope, I don't know what to tell you. To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honey. Despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. Honey, let's go! The totally rational, sane raid boss, Honey Be Lovely. She's busy as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. I was frightened at first when Oblivion found me, but when I actually met its members, they all turned out to be quite nice. Honey manages to balance two careers at once. I can't help but admire her. So, what's this about then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. My stars. You're serious, aren't you? Could I be afflicted as well? There's a way to diagnose you. Regulators are designed to monitor the state of the wearer's soul. If we connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether there are signs of the disease. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. Your soul shows no signs of degradation. Well, that's pretty lucky. Truly? Oh, what a relief. I shudder to imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. You're fine too, I suppose. You joined the Arcadion well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. Yaana was so eager to prove herself, she utilized feral souls numerous times when training. So when I examined her, we found that she's on the threshold of developing the disease. Oh no. For mercy's sake, Yaana, we're forbidden from training with feral souls. And knowing what I know now, I'd say it's because the President doesn't want us to die too early. It'd be bad for entertainment. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadion anymore. Alright then, I'll retire. Really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. While I've graced countless magazine covers and concert stages, I never shine so brightly as when I fought in the ring, it's true. But everything I've done was so that I could bask in the adoration of the people. I couldn't do that if I were dead now, could I? So I'll look for another avenue to apply my talents, and you can be sure that I'll succeed. After all, I'm Honeybee Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear on a broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thanks for the warning, my dears. You're lifesavers. She really is something else, honey. Right. That leaves one other fighter I'd like to inform. The Brute Bomber, who you defeated to become light heavyweight champion. We're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home, in Residential Radius 911. 911? Oh no. Tell me it's not a twin tower. I always carry a personal terminal with me, so we can check for the illness when we arrive at the apartment. Here we are. Let's hope he's willing to hear us out. You're all so cute I could eat you up. Oh my goodness, Brute Bomber's having a kitty party. Meow. They are cute. Those big ass eyes. Why do they flock only to you? It's hardly fair. Well, these are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your woman. Damn. Rub salt in the wound, will you? You know full well she left me. Come on, little ones. Come to me. Rejected. That man there is Eutrope's... that's the champion of the Cruiserweight Division. This poses a problem. We can't reveal the truth with him here. So he's Eutrope's boyfriend, or was. Eutrope, however you like it. Surprise! The blazes are you doing here? You want to get your arses kicked? You are Rain, the unenhanced warrior, yes? The Howling Blade at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we have the chance to meet in the ring soon. The pleasure's all mine. You'll be the Whimpering Blade when I'm finished with you. That's right, I'm talking shit. You're rather more spirited than I expected. I didn't have the impression that you were also a heel. No, I'm not the heel, that's Bobby. Lest you wonder, I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. My parents didn't believe in using them. Yaana and her sisters were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adapting at Eutrope's insistence. However, I still use a regulator in battle like every fighter. Except you. I didn't know the two of you were friends. Surprised that a reviled heel like him and a beloved face like me get along? Truth is, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to be rid of each other. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us, and got up to all manner of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of Ascension Arcadia hadn't come and taken us in. Though it isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believe it or not, he used to be so shy that he could hardly form a sentence. But when he became the Brute Bomber, it was as if he was reborn. Shut up. They don't need to know that. Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadion. To the President. Well, now it's getting complicated. That we do. Well, I've seen the kittens as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. Till next time, Rain. So what do you want? There's something you need to know. Oh, she's telling him. Lies. The president would never. I have the results of the examination. I'm afraid his soul already shows signs of psychonekrosis. What? That's nonsense. Ugh. As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness, the early symptoms of the disease. If left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... The Arcadion means a lot to you, I know. It means a lot to me too. But you need to retire. You're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough. I won't listen to any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight. Oh no, he's eavesdropping. Bad cat boy. He's gonna snitch on us. We've done what we could. It's up to him what he does now. Let's go home. Oh, poor Brute Bomber. He was so happy with his kittens before we came in and gave him the bad news. Unlucky. It was difficult to tell Mr. Brute his diagnosis. Not only Eutrope, but the Brute Bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Eutrope, the remedy is an infusion of an extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from orogenics seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believed reinforcement from a dense soul could be an effective treatment. But this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour an ocean of data if I have to. For all her searching, Eutrope could only find the one cure. Still, something about her actions doesn't sit right with me. The Eutrope I know wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. I can't help but feel she's still hiding something. Hello? Ah, alright. Understood. That was Medem. Cruiserweight matches are ready to begin, and he wants us to meet him in the green room. Then best of luck with your next match, Mr. Rain, and please be safe. Please leave the search for a cure to me, and focus only on the coming match. We've been waiting your arrival, Rain. Allow me to show you to the green room. Uh-oh. There he is. Boisterous Binger. Ah, here he is at last. Something something about me. Ghosts? That's better. This drab room was begging for a touch of color. The defiant damsel. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is sure to be a font of inspiration. So we've got the graffiti painting Lalafell and dancing Bunny Boy. We're going to get down, you and I. Oh, yes, we are. I'm ready to hear new music. As you'll have surmised, they are your rivals in the Cruiserweight Division, and I understand you're already acquainted with the champion. Okay, so the blonde-haired guy is the final boss? Given the situation in the realm, you may have doubts about fighting for entertainment, but it's now most of all that the citizens are in need of a diversion to help them forget their cares. Or rather, the champion is the third fight, right? At least last time, the champion was the third fight, and then Wicked Thunder arrived while we were being crowned the champion, and we had the bonus fourth fight. I'm curious how they will approach that this time. Given the situation in the realm, you may have doubts about fighting for entertainment, but it's now most of all that the citizens are in need of a diversion to help them forget their cares. I am counting on you to captivate the audience once more with rousing combat, and make the very walls of the Arcadion shake with excitement. New music, let's go. The fighters in this division are characters too, eh? But there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, cruiserweight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, so you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. The Dancing King. Yaana's eyes gleam with anticipation. Ready, are you? Good. Let the Unstoppable Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begin. Right. Let's take a look at your first opponent. The Verdant Reveler, Dancing Green. He's a shameless playboy who loves partying the night away in pubs and clubs. Even his Arcadian bouts he treats as parties where he's the center of attention. Using the soul of a terrible toad, he gains heightened physical prowess, and seamlessly incorporates dance moves into combat. Victory will come down to how well you ride the rhythm. Your best bet might be to treat the fight as a party as well. Let yourself go with the flow. You just might be surprised by what follows. Now then, go and show that party animal you've got moves of your own, and seize your first victory in the Cruiserweight Division. Alright, Cruiserweight M1. The first opponent of your Cruiserweight campaign is to be the shameless playboy of Solution 9, Dancing Green. Wielding the soul of a terrible toad, he prefers to engage his opponents in duels of dance, using his heightened abilities to command the dance floor. If you are to claim victory, you shall need more than might and magic. Indeed, you shall need a sense of rhythm. Hell yeah. Whoa. Big frog toes.
All the moves! The soul of the party and the king of the dance floor! Dancing Green!
Party animal Dancing Green. Let's get it. We did it.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Well fought, Rain. With this victory, you've proven yourself a force to be reckoned with in the Cruiserweight Division. Art at war. Well, this already looks really cool. Yaana is ready to introduce your next opponent. Right then, let's ride the wave of this momentum towards our next victory. And here is your next opponent. A fighter who lives and breathes art, she uses the ring as her gallery. Sugar Riot! Before coming to the Arcadion, she was a graffiti artist, you see. Most of the graffiti you see in Solution 9 was either by her, or those imitating her style. By injecting herself with the soul of a deadly pudding, she's able to concoct special paint that can cause actual change to reality, even the ring itself. To her, fighting is a medium for her art, a means of expressing herself. Her imagination is boundless, and you have to take care not to be overwhelmed, staying calm no matter what she throws at you. If you can manage that, you'll surely overcome Sugar Riot, and continue on your way to the top of the Cruiserweight Division. I neglected to mention that the audience will be watching the match remotely. Sugar personally designed their avatars, so try and steal a glance when you can. Following your triumph over Dancing Green, you now prepare to engage your next opponent, Sugar Riot, a rebellious artist who utilizes the soul of a pudding. She manifests her imaginings with an augmented palette, devastating her foes with beautiful brutality. One can only wonder, in the art of war, will the unstoppable upstart be able to keep up with this visionary?
Her studio and reality. She's a rebel with a cause who captivates all with her illusions. Sugar Riot!
Sugar Riot! Why didn't you tell me just to invite you, Sylvia? Why do you gotta be difficult? She looks cool. I like her blue-pink body paint. Pudding. Oh, it's a big Lalafell. Now I'm scared. Sorry, Bobby. My Swift cast be down, yo. Very fun.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
We did it. Oh, they've already got the boss down to 54%. Prog's going pretty good for them. Well done, Rain. I knew you could do it. Your next match will be against the Cruiserweight champion himself, but seeing as we have a bit of time, there's something I'd like to tend to first. I want to tell Dancing Green and Sugar Riot about psychonekrosis, and see if they've developed any symptoms. We have to save them too if we can. I've borrowed Neyuni's terminal, so we'll perform the examination here in this room. Rest assured, I've already checked for listening devices. The two should be here any moment now. Listening devices don't really matter when we already got the eavesdropped on by the champion. So what's this about, baby? Are we having a party here? If that's the case, I'll excuse myself. I'm rather keen to give form to the inspiration you've given me. Well, I'm relieved to say you haven't manifested the disease yet. You're both dangerously close to doing so. Just one more feral soul injection could push you beyond the brink. It would be wise to stop fighting in the Arcadion. Whoa, talk about a downer, baby. This is all very sudden, and I struggle to accept it. But for both you and Honey to retire, there must be truth to your words. It's no easy thing to retire, I know, but for your own safety, I ask that you give it careful consideration. I've made up my mind. I'll retire. This doesn't leave the room, but I've always struggled to play the part of Dancing Green. To maintain the persona of a party animal, I've had to spend night after night out on the town. And when I'm not doing that, I'm practicing dance in the studio. It's utterly exhausting. Soul-crushing. I pushed through it all because I didn't want to disappoint the fans, but this revelation sets me free. Dancing used to be my passion. Perhaps I can learn to love it again. I always thought you were a genuine party animal, living only to revel. To think that it was actually a burden on your shoulders. The ring has been my precious studio. It's saddening to think that I won't be able to step into it again. But it was on the streets that I started plying my craft, and this revelation might be a sign telling me to go back to my roots. So I'll do just that. I'll go back to a time when the whole city was my studio, and its walls my canvas. Truth be told, seeing you fight without a feral soul helped me realize that maybe it's alright just to be myself. I'm relieved. Thank you for listening. Well, we'd rather not die, of course. And it's you we have to thank for warning us. We'd rather not die, of course. Big true. We're liable to attract suspicion if we stay here too long. We'll discuss when to break the news to management at a later time. Alright, Blondie, it's time. Show yourself. Thankfully, those two have other places to employ their talents, like Honey. To the Brute Bomber and the Howling Blade, however, the Arcadion is everything. It isn't easy for them to retire. This I know better than most, but it's a matter of life and death. Twisted Vengeance. Yaana appears to be lost in thought. In any case, our priority for now is to win the title match. Let's return to the gym and prepare. Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. Neyuni will be relieved to hear that both Dancing Green and Sugar Riot plan to retire. Come on, let's share the good news. Is it time for the twist? Thank goodness you're here. We have an emergency. I could smell the twist coming. Look at this. Uh-oh. Hand over all the feral souls you've got. This is unbelievable, folks. Just when we thought the Brute Bomber couldn't sink any lower, it seems he now intends to use unregulated feral souls, and several of them at once besides. The madman's going turn himself into an abomination. That's supposed to be going to, right? The madman's going turn himself into an abomination. This is a violation of the rules. You'll be banned for this. Shut your bloody trap and get out of my way. Oh shit. Hey, unstoppable upstart. If you're watching this, come and find me at the demolition site on the 8th level. We're going to fight again, and this time, I'm going to destroy you. You hear me? I'm going to destroy you! Yeah, okay, dude. That idiot. Instead of listening to us, he goes and does this? The general public is unaware, but the doping tonic the Brute Bomber imbibes during his matches is actually a harmless prop he uses as part of his ring persona. Sure. That's why his matches continue even when he's disqualified. Using multiple feral souls at once, however, is expressly forbidden due to the extreme danger it poses. Doing so warps the flesh irreversibly, turns you into an abomination, as Mr. Medem said, and in the worst case, it will kill you. This is likely because it greatly accelerates the soul's degradation, leading to psychonekrosis. You went and told him about the disease, didn't you? Despite my warnings, you went and told him. I'm sorry, but we couldn't simply leave him to his fate. Well, he ended up taking the matter to the president, who naturally denied the existence of the disease. And naturally, the brute bomber chose to believe him. That's not all. The President has sanctioned a grudge match between him and you, on one condition. In order to stand a chance, he has to inject multiple feral souls for the fight. I made a great fuss on the broadcast about his use of unregulated feral souls, but it's all staged. Everything is according to the President's script. He wants to get rid of you, and is using the brute bomber to do so. What? But the brute bomber's already exhibiting symptoms of psychonekrosis. This will kill him. I know. I tried to talk him out of it as well, but he refused to listen. For him, the President's orders are absolute. Make no mistake, the match will go ahead. Even should you ignore his challenge, the brute bomber will inject himself with his assembled feral souls and come for you. Besides, if you still intend to become Grand Champion and release all the souls in the Arcadian's repository, I fear there is no way except through this fight. So prepare as best you can, and then meet me at the Arcadian. I will have a chauffeur take us to the venue. Man, Brute Bomber round 2? I'm coming too. I'm the one who caused all this by revealing the disease to the Brute Bomber. The least I can do is be there. Well, that answers the question of how are they going to deal with this fact that each division only has 3 champions. Yo, nice car. If you are ready to depart, then pray let the chauffeur know as much. Let's waste no time, Rain. The broadcast may have been staged, but the Brute Bomber's desire for revenge is most definitely real. There's no telling what foolishness he might commit while we keep him waiting. Master Rain, I've awaited your arrival. It will be my pleasure to escort you via airwheeler to the location of your match, the 8th level demolition site. All has been made ready. The broadcasting equipment is in place, and rest assured the device for manifesting your allies is as well. Just say the word, and we shall depart. Brute, stop this madness at once. You'll place your life in danger. Danger? Ha! Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the Vile Heat, the most heinous, most despised fighter in the history of the Arcadian. I fear nothing and spit on rules. I do whatever the hell I need to win. Uh-oh. Wait! He's going Super Saiyan! Yeah, he's gone and done it. He injected himself with several feral souls and transformed into a terrible chimerical fiend. He's no longer the Brute Bomber, but the Brute Abominator. Yaana, we can't stay here. It's far too dangerous. But I can fight too. Rain. Alright, I'm counting on you to knock some sense into the fool. I don't know, I think he looks pretty good. It's an upgrade from before. Plant Brain? This one? Or I kind of see some parts, some similarities. The President's script has culminated in a grudge match between you and the Brute Bomber, who has recklessly injected himself with multiple feral souls. Now an abomination, the only way to save the reviled heel is to stop him forcefully through battle. For his sake, this is a fight you cannot afford to lose.
He's back for revenge with a vengeance! The despicable fighter, formerly known as the Brute Bomber, the Brute Abominator!
Look at all those tentacles. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. I was moving and I didn't get it that time. Is it just move?
Can they turn this around?
You just have to run at the end of the cast? Only thing I did different there was I was moving.
KO! The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Oh, you LOS with the corpses, so I just got lucky on that last one. I should have noticed that the corpses were persisting. I did not even notice that the corpses were there. It's no good. We're too late. All those feral souls took their toll. The President had the broadcast cut the instant the match ended, so as not to reveal the terrible side of his entertainment. He remains furious that you divulged information on psychonekrosis. I will do my best to appease him, but I fear little will come of my efforts. Oh, Brute Bombers, poor kitties. Uh-oh. Alright, there's the champion of the Cruiserweights. I never thought you'd be the first to go, old friend. But worry not. I will join you soon. You don't mean... I'm afraid so. I've been suffering the same symptoms for a while now, but I didn't understand how serious they were until I overheard your conversation. I too have psychonekrosis. Your sister and I began experiencing bouts of dizziness at the same time, not long before she disappeared without a word. I realize now that she must have been searching for a way to fight her fate. But I chose to accept mine. You come from beyond the barrier, Rain. No doubt you find it unsettling that we use souls to cheat death. Having been raised without regulators, I felt much the same. To me, those who wore them lived in a bland and numbing existence, devoid of tension and excitement. The jobs arranged for me were tedious, and there was no way to escape this nation's dreary reality. But I finally found joy in the Arcadion. Being my fighting persona is everything to me, like it was for my friend. If the price for that is to die from psychonekrosis, I'll gladly pay it when the time comes. Come, little one. Meow meow. Poor kitty. They could have maybe given that cat a few more pixels. How can he accept death so readily? Damn it all. It doesn't have to be this way. I'm sorry, Rain. It's just all so frustrating. You did what you could, and I'm truly grateful. The President has wasted no time covering things up. After retrieving the Brood Bomber's body, the company announced that he's chosen to retire with this defeat. And so, matches at the Arcadion will continue, but after a delay. It'll be a while before your Cruiserweight title fight. Say, I wonder where Neyuni's gone. She wasn't here when I returned. Family matters. Worry is writ plain on Yaana's face. After what's happened, I can't help but feel worried. I'll see if I can locate Neyuni via her terminal. What? She's outside Everkeep. She's kidnapped. Maybe. She's never gone off without a word like this. Something isn't right. I'm sorry, Rain, but could you help me find her? The signal from her terminal suggests she's somewhere in East Yassulani. According to the signal, Neyuni should be in this area. Neyuni, you had me so worried. What are you doing here? I'm sorry. Eutrope contacted me, saying she needed to speak urgently. We were supposed to meet, but she hasn't come. Forgive me, Neyuni. I didn't want to use you, but I had no other choice. Hell yeah. Eutrope, please don't do this. It's too late. There's no going back. If you won't back down, then neither will I. Uh-oh. Damn. From the start, I thought it strange that you'd try to take another's life to save your own. But the truth is, you aren't trying to save yourself. No, you want to save the man you love. Not only him. Every fighter in the heavyweight division suffers from psychonekrosis. Even so, they continue to trust the President. He saved them all in some way, helping them during dark times in their lives. The Howling Blade, Retsarra, is no different. He'd choose to remain at the Arcadion rather than be with me. That's why I decided to act alone. If my friends were determined to fight until they died, then I'd find a cure no matter the cost. Uh-oh. Her symptoms are getting worse. But Yaana doesn't deserve it. Oh no. Not you too. Neyuni warned me that this might happen, but I had to stop you. Honestly, I don't know what to do with the pair of you. Neyuni. We're sorry, Neyuni. There's no more need to fight. I think we can save everyone. A treatment for psychonekrosis that doesn't require Raine's soul. I believe I found it. What? But I scoured all the data. There was no such thing. You looked at the data in the Arcadian's archives, I believe. But thanks to the people of Oblivion, I was able to gain access to the military's research logs. And there I came across something called the regeneration factor. Regeneration factor? What is it? When one is ill or injured, the body naturally attempts to repair itself, yes? The regeneration factor is the force stimulating that recovery as part of life's design. Apparently, Lindblum scientists had developed a stimulant to enhance their soldiers' regeneration factor. This is what we need. But that was centuries ago. Does the stimulant even still exist? As a matter of fact, it was clearly indicated in a report that its formula has been determined. The problem is, the formula itself wasn't mentioned. We'll need to investigate further. And for this, we'll need your help, Eutrope. After what I've done, I don't expect you to forgive me. But I mean it when I say I'm truly sorry. I'm still gonna kill your boyfriend. Eutrope. She's only fainted, thank goodness. We'd best take her home so she can rest. What, you think she fainted because I said that about her boyfriend? To think that Yaana has manifested the onus as well. We need to figure out the formula for the stimulant as soon as possible. Eutrope's resting upstairs. Her psychonekrosis is quite severe, so she needs to stay still until we can treat her. You should worry about yourself too, Yaana. You've manifested the onus now. I'm sorry, Neyuni, but I couldn't just stand there and let Eutrope harm Raine. Promise me you won't use a feral soul again? I could have stopped her myself, you know. That's true. Given that Eutrope has become weaker, you probably could have fended her off alone. I didn't need to intervene. You seem to be fine for the moment, but if you feel the least bit unusual, you have to let us know. Alright? Now, even as we work on the cure, matches at the Arcadion will continue. That being the case, we should also continue trying to convince fighters to retire. The first being the Howling Blade, your next opponent. We have to save him, for Eutrope's sake not least of all. But how can we convince him when he's determined to fight until he dies? It so happens that I have a plan. We'll confront him on a broadcast and challenge him to a wager. Whoever loses the title match will be forced to retire from competition. Ah, so we put on a public show to generate excitement, just like they do at the Arcadion. Exactly. With the people's eyes on him, the Cruiserweight champion would be hard-pressed to refuse. By the way, there's our favorite music ever, the Ironworks music. Most underutilized audio track in video gaming history. And once everyone starts talking about it, even the president would have to let it go ahead. But how will we do the broadcast? We haven't heard from Bedham for a while now, and the Arcadion wouldn't cooperate with us. We'll ask Honey for help. She hosts a broadcast of her own watched by countless viewers. We'll use it to ensnare the wolf. I'll contact Honey right now. Buzz buzz, buzz buzz. And she's on board. We're going to lie in wait at Mosaic. That's where the Howling Blade is known to unwind before his matches. When he appears, issue your challenge, and do whatever it takes to get him to accept it. I'll stay here and look after Eutrope. Best of luck to you. I'm praying for your success. You're correct, Bobby, that I could have been supportive, but the thing is that I'm not going to support Yaana actively killing herself when I could have dealt with it on my own. Like, yeah, I could have been nice to her, but to be honest, if she's being a dumbass, I don't think that when someone is being a dumbass, you should say, no, you're not being a dumbass. I think you should be clear and direct about it, because it will help them to see it sooner, even if it seems like a mean thing to do in the moment. Honey's raring to go. Just give her the word, and we'll set our scheme in motion. Ah, there you are. Now that all the performers are in place, it's time to steal the audiences. Begin our broadcast. Hello, my obedient little bees. It's me, Honeybee Lovely. Today we have a pair of very distinguished guests, the fabulously fierce Black Cat and the unstoppable upstart Rain. And goodness, do they have a surprise for Rain's next opponent, the valiant Howling Blade. Huh? What's this about now? Rain wants to say something to you. Got awfully quiet. The loser of our match has to retire. Bitch. You have me taken aback, I must say. The notion that I would lose is laughable. But even if I should, I have no intention of retiring. The notion I'd lose to you is far more laughable. Is the whimpering wolf afraid of losing? You're naive if you think I'll play into your hands. That's weak for a champion if you ask me. I'll bet he's really just afraid to lose. Aye, he clearly has no confidence. You're a champion, so act like one. Accept the bloody challenge. Bark, 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 bark. So this was their plan. At this rate, my reputation will be in tatters. Fighting is everything to me. If you're demanding that I wager my purpose in life, it's only fair that you do the same. So tell me, what gives your life meaning? Exploring new lands, fighting formidable foes, helping those in need, earning coin. I'm not a huge fan of any of these options, to be honest. I guess I'll go with helping those in need. You're a kind-hearted soul, but you can't help everyone, and sometimes people don't want help, even when you offer it to them. In any case, if that is what gives your life meaning, then that is what you must give up should you lose. If you agree, then we have a wager. Did you hear that, dear viewers? For their hotly anticipated clash, the two rivals are wagering their very purpose in life. This is not a match you can afford to miss. Clap, 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 clap. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Well, we managed to pull it off, and it was in no small part thanks to the nearby customers. Did we do well, Miss Honey? Oh yes, you did extremely well. Thank you all so much for your help. She went right for his ego, and it was a crit direct hit. She knew exactly how to play his ass. So that's how it is. You really are something else. Well, the rest is up to you. For everyone's sake, and Brute's memory, see to it you send the Howling Blade into retirement. And that's why she's our queen bee. Right, all that's left is to win. Come, let's head to the green room. This is it, Rain. The Cruiserweight title match. Let's seize victory and continue on our mission. The Lone Wolf. Yaana would formally introduce the Cruiserweight champion. The Howling Blade is a worthy champion, but again and again, you've cut through the competition. I'm confident you'll do the same this time. Right, let's take a closer look at your opponent. The Lone Wolf of the Arcadion, the Howling Blade. See, he farmed that Dark Knight sword from Vanguard. Before becoming a fighter, he was a hunter known for his unparalleled skill with the blade. Word ultimately reached the President, who recruited him to Ascension Arcadia. Owing to his good clean looks, he was immediately embraced as a babyface fighter, and he dazzles the crowds with his fantastical ring and blade of pulsating light. With the soul of Fenrir, a legendary wolf, he's able to unleash slashes that are as devastating as they are fast. You'll need to stay on your toes at all times. Sorry, I had to listen to the music for a moment. Now, march into the wolf's den, Rain, and show him that you're no mere prey. Banger. If Eutrope could be here to watch, I'm sure she'd be cheering you on. Do it for her as well. You have climbed the ranks of the Cruiserweight tier to reach the title match, and the stakes could not be higher. With that which gives your lives purpose on the line, the match between the unenhanced warrior and the Howling Blade has all of Alexandria on the edge of their seats. It is time to see once and for all who will come out on top, the Lone Wolf or the undefeated upstart.
marvelous blade work and preternatural agility. He's the apex
Whoa, he's a Gundam.
of the Cruiserweight Division, the Howling Blade! Back of wounds!
Let's go.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
We did it. You did it. You really did it. You're amazing, you know that? You are simply too strong for me. I gave my word, and I intend to keep it. I will retire from fighting. With this, I've escaped imminent death, but I've also lost my purpose in life. Tell me, what am I to do with myself now? I truly do not know. There are battles you can still fight. Help us oppose the president. Let's avenge the brute bomber together. The president has sacrificed the lives of countless fighters for the sake of entertainment, and as good as killed my friend. I ought to despise him, I know. But as I said before, we owe everything to him. That's why we continued to fight willingly, even if it meant dying from our illness. You fool. You can't tell me that the brute bomber went willingly to his death, and there are people who care for you even if you don't seem to care for yourself. All this time, Eutrope's been fighting alone to try and save you. What? She vanished without a word soon after we developed symptoms of psychonekrosis. I searched and I searched, but could find no trace of her. I was more shocked than anyone when she suddenly showed up and challenged Rain. Yeah, your girlfriend has communication issues. Seeing how strong she still was, I assumed that her symptoms had abated, and she decided to resume fighting. Let me make it crystal clear. You've been using your debt to the president as an excuse not to face the bitter truth, and in doing so, you've lost sight of those dearest to you. It was in order to save you that Eutrope went after Rain for his soul. She thought it was the only way she could be with you, who could see no life outside the Arcadion. I have no words. You're right about everything. The choices I've made have been out of fear that I will no longer be the Howling Blade. That's why I did nothing to stop my friend, even though I knew he was going to his death. Forgive me, Hector. I should have tried to save you, like they did. Thank you for bringing me to my senses. The president has done enough harm. I will help you to stop him. It's heartening to count the Howling Blade himself as our ally. The Howling Blade is no more. From now on, it's simply Retsarra. Let's continue talking at my gym. Eutrope and Neyuni are there, and they'd be happy to see you. Understood. There's one matter I need to tend to, so I'll meet you there shortly. Meow meow. Oh, he brought the kitties! Pets are forbidden where I live, so I was hoping that you could look after these little ones. We'd be glad to. Neyuni has been wanting to adopt a cat for a while now. She must be upstairs with Eutrope. I'll go and see how they are. May I come too? Of course. You and Eutrope have a lot of catching up to do, I expect. Alright, I guess we're not invited. Didn't want to be anyways. I want to be here with the kitties. We have a situation. Neyuni and Eutrope are gone. Neyuni wouldn't take Eutrope outside in her current state, and her terminal was left on the bed. Something's happened to them. El Presidente happened to them. Rain, the unenhanced warrior. For your contributions to the excitement provided by Ascension Arcadia, you have my utmost esteem. That voice, it's the President. However, I cannot suffer anyone to rewrite my script. And so, as a safeguard against further deviations, I have taken Eutrope and Neyuni into my care. After some coaxing, Metum divulged to me that you wish to cure psychonekrosis. And it just so happens I know where you can find the stimulant you seek. The drop of life, it is called. What do you want from us? Two simple things. Rain must continue fighting at the Arcadion, and you must never again meddle with my script. Nothing needs to change otherwise. And if you become Grand Champion, Rain, our soul repository will be at your disposal, and I will even disclose the location of the Drop of Life. That is all. I look forward to seeing your exploits at the pinnacle of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, the Heavyweight Division. So the President was a step ahead of us. One wrong move, and Eutrope and Neyuni will come to harm. It seems we have no choice but to place our hopes in Rain. I won't let you down. Yeah, I think that's a good hunch, guys, that Metum is the President. Thank you. As your second, I'll continue doing my best to support you. As will I. I won't turn a blind eye to the President's depraved actions any longer. Never again will I let anyone be taken away from me. To think the President would stoop so low as to abduct Eutrope, convalescing as she is, and Neyuni, a helpless child. We must do all in our power to get them back. And when we have, we must stop him once and for all. Deep down, I know that's also what Hector would have wanted. Sorry, I'll be fine. As long as we do what the President says, no harm should come to my sisters. Now, ahead of your campaign to become Grand Champion, I want you to prepare as best you can in your own way. Whether you train to hone your skills, or rest to recover your strength, see to it you're ready for your next fight. I'm truly sorry to place so much on your shoulders, but you're the only one we can depend on. Please come and find me here when it's time for heavyweight matches to begin.